Licensure examination for teachers. Subject: the teaching profession and dimensions of education. Professional education for both elementary and secondary. Topic: the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers, PPST. Question number 1. Teacher Anna is a newly hired teacher who is expected to demonstrate competencies in planning and managing her teaching and learning processes. Which PPST domain is most relevant to this expectation? A. Domain 1. Content knowledge and pedagogy. B. Domain 4. Curriculum and planning. C. Domain 5. Assessment and reporting. D. Domain 7. Personal growth and professional development. Correct answer: B. Domain 4. Curriculum and planning. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. Domain 1. This domain is about a teacher's knowledge of the subject matter and their ability to teach it. While planning requires content knowledge, the primary focus of the question is on the act of planning itself, which falls under Domain 4. C. Domain 5. This domain deals with assessing and reporting student progress, not the initial planning of lessons. D. Domain 7. This domain is about a teacher's personal and professional growth, not the planning of classroom activities. Edge knowledge. The PPST domains have very specific, key terms. Your secret to solving these questions faster is to instantly associate keywords in the question with the correct domain. The words planning, curriculum, and managing teaching are a direct match for Domain 4. Memorizing the title and main purpose of each of the 7 domains is your biggest advantage here. Question number 2. Teacher Leo wants to ensure his classroom is a safe and secure environment for his learners. He consistently implements school policies on student conduct and safety drills. This practice aligns with which PPST strand? A. Strand 2.1, Learner Safety and Security. B. Strand 2.2, Fair Learning Environment. C. Strand 2.6, Management of Learner Behavior. D. Strand 2.3, Management of Classroom Structure and Activities. Correct answer: A. Strand 2.1, Learner Safety and Security. Why the wrong answers are wrong? B. Strand 2.2. This strand is about promoting fairness, respect, and care, not physical safety. C. Strand 2.6. This deals with a broader topic of managing learner behavior, which is part of a safe environment but not the main focus of the provided scenario. D. Strand 2.3. This strand focuses on structuring the classroom to promote engagement, not necessarily safety. Edge knowledge. PPST questions can be very specific. Don't just look at the domain. Look for the most specific strand that fits the scenario. The words safe, secure, and safety drills in the question are a literal match for the keywords in Strand 2.1. Trust the direct vocabulary link. Question number 3. Teacher Sophia is teaching a multi-grade class. She ensures that her teaching strategies are responsive to the varied learning styles and needs of her learners from different grade levels. Which PPST domain is she demonstrating? A. Domain 2, Learning Environment. B. Domain 3, Diversity of Learners. C. Domain 4, Curriculum and Planning. D. Domain 1, Content Knowledge and Pedagogy. Correct answer: B. Domain 3, Diversity of Learners. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. Domain 2. While a multi-grade class is a unique learning environment, the scenario's focus is on the learner's needs and how the teacher responds to them, not just the physical space. C. Domain 4. The teacher is already planning her curriculum, but the core challenge in the scenario is adapting her teaching methods to the diverse group of students, which is the purpose of Domain 3. D. Domain 1. This is about subject matter knowledge, not how to address learner differences. Edge knowledge. The diversity of learners domain is the one you should immediately think of when a question mentions students' varied backgrounds, special needs, or learning styles. The term multi-grade class is a strong indicator that you should focus on this domain because it presents a complex situation requiring the teacher to handle multiple learner diversities at once. Question number 4. A veteran teacher is mentoring a new teacher on how to use assessment data to improve instructional delivery. What PPST domain are they working on? A. Domain 4, Curriculum and Planning. B. Domain 5, Assessment and Reporting. C. Domain 6, Community Linkages and Professional Engagement. D. Domain 7, Personal Growth and Professional Development. Correct answer. B. Domain 5. Assessment and reporting. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. Domain 4. While the output of the conversation might influence planning, the main topic of the conversation is assessment data, not the curriculum itself. C. Domain 6. This domain is about connecting with the community, not about using assessment data to improve teaching. D. Domain 7. This is about professional growth, but the specific topic of the mentorship is assessment, which falls under Domain 5. Edge knowledge. When a question includes terms like assessment data, learner progress, feedback, or reporting, your brain should immediately flag Domain 5. The core function of this domain is to use information from assessments to inform teaching. It's the data-driven instruction domain. Question number 5. A school principal encourages her teachers to actively participate in community events and build partnerships with parents to support the learner's holistic development. This aligns with which PPST domain? A. Domain 2. Learning environment. B. Domain 4. Curriculum and planning. C. Domain 6. Community linkages and professional engagement. D. Domain 7. Personal growth and professional development. Correct answer. C. Domain 6. Community linkages and professional engagement. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. Domain 2. This domain focuses on the classroom environment, not the community outside the school. B. Domain 4. This is about lesson planning, which is a very different concept. D. Domain 7. While community engagement can contribute to a teacher's professional development, the core theme of the question is the teacher's relationship with the community, which is the main point of Domain 6. Edge knowledge. For PPST questions, look for explicit mentions of external stakeholders. If you see keywords like parents, community, or professional networks, think Domain 6. The professional engagement part also includes collaborating with colleagues and other education professionals. Question number 6. A teacher reflects on his past lessons to identify areas for improvement. He then sets new professional development goals for the upcoming school year. This behavior is under which PPST strand? A. Strand 7.1. Philosophy of teaching. B. Strand 7.4. Professional reflection and learning to improve practice. C. Strand 7.5. Professional development goals. D. Strand 7.3. Professional links with colleagues. Correct answer. B. Strand 7.4. Professional reflection and learning to improve practice. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. Strand 7.1. This is about a teacher's personal philosophy, not the act of reflecting on a lesson. C. Strand 7.5. While the teacher is setting goals, the driving force behind that action is the reflection, which makes Strand 7.4 the more accurate answer. D. Strand 7.3. This strand is about building professional networks with colleagues, which is not what the question describes. Edge knowledge. Pay attention to the action verbs in the question. Reflects, identifies, and improves are strong indicators of Strand 7.4. When the question describes a process of thinking back and planning forward based on that thought, you've found a professional reflection scenario. Question number 7. A teacher ensures that their lessons include activities that address the diverse linguistic backgrounds of their learners, including the use of mother tongue-based multilingual education, MTBMLE. Which PPST domain does this practice fall under? A. Domain 1. Content knowledge and pedagogy. B. Domain 3. Diversity of learners. C. Domain 4. Curriculum and planning. D. Domain 6. Community linkages and professional engagement. Correct answer. B. Domain 3. Diversity of learners. Why the wrong answers are wrong. A. Domain 1. While the use of MTBMLE is a pedagogical strategy, the core reason for its use is to respond to the learner's backgrounds, which is a Domain 3 principle. C. Domain 4. The teacher is implementing a curriculum, but the foundational reason for the lesson design is to address learner diversity. D. Domain 6. This is about community engagement, not classroom-level language use. Edge knowledge. The key phrase here is linguistic backgrounds. In the LET, any mention of language, culture, religion, or socioeconomic status as a factor in teaching should immediately point you toward Domain 3. Question number 8. Teacher Mark is known for his ability to use a variety of strategies to promote critical thinking skills among his students. This competency is part of which PPST domain? A. Domain 1. Content knowledge and pedagogy. B. Domain 2. Learning environment. C. Domain 4. Curriculum and planning. D. Domain 5. Assessment and reporting. Correct answer. A. Domain 1. Content knowledge and pedagogy. Why the wrong answers are wrong? B. Domain 2. While a critical thinking activity is part of the learning environment, the specific skill is a pedagogical one. C. Domain 4. This is about curriculum design, not the specific teaching strategies used to implement it. D. Domain 5. Assessment involves evaluating critical thinking, but the act of promoting it through strategies is a pedagogical skill. Edge knowledge. Look at the action verb. The question is about the teacher's ability to promote or develop a skill in a student. This is a core function of pedagogy. If the question were about how the teacher evaluates critical thinking, the answer would be Domain 5. The distinction between teaching a skill and assessing a skill is key. Question number 9. A teacher's individual plan for professional development, IPPD, is a tool used to track their professional growth goals. The creation of an IPPD is a requirement based on which PPST domain? A. Domain 1. Content knowledge and pedagogy. B. Domain 4. Curriculum and planning. C. Domain 5. Assessment and reporting. D. Domain 7. Personal growth and professional development. Correct answer. D. Domain 7. Personal growth and professional development. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A, B, and C. While an IPPD might include goals related to content knowledge, curriculum planning, or assessment, the act of creating the plan itself is a personal and professional development activity that falls under Domain 7. The plan isn't about teaching, it's about the teacher. Edge knowledge. The term IPPD is a direct link to the concept of professional development. It's an acronym specific to this process. If you see IPPD on the exam, your mind should immediately jump to Domain 7. Knowing this acronym is a great shortcut. Question number 10. A teacher is giving an end-of-unit quiz to measure student achievement against the learning competencies. This is an example of which PPST strand? A. Strand 4.1. Planning and management of teaching and learning process. B. Strand 5.1. Design, selection, organization and utilization of assessment strategies. C. Strand 5.2. Monitoring and evaluation of learner progress and achievement. D. Strand 5.4. Communication of learner needs, progress and achievement to key stakeholders. Correct answer. C. Strand 5.2. Monitoring and evaluation of learner progress and achievement. Why the wrong answers are wrong? A. Strand 4.1. This is about the planning of the teaching process, not the assessment that happens at the end. B. Strand 5.1. This is a good distractor. While a teacher must select a quiz as an assessment strategy, the core action in the scenario is the evaluation and monitoring of achievement, which is the specific function of Strand 5.2. D. Strand 5.4. This is about reporting the results to stakeholders like parents, not the act of measuring the achievement itself. Edge knowledge. Distinguish between the type of action and the purpose of the action. The action is giving a quiz, which involves selecting a strategy, 5.1. But the purpose of the quiz is to measure achievement, which is the core function of Strand 5.2. In PPST questions, the why often matters more than the what. The keywords monitoring, evaluation, progress, and achievement point directly to Strand 5.2 as the most precise answer. If this video gave you an edge, sharpen that like button and subscribe to stay ahead.